Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Selim. Today I'm going to solve no calculator part of the math test in SAT. Let's get started. First question. A painter will paint n walls with the same size and shape in a building using a specific brand of paints. The painter's fee can be calculated by the expression NKLH, where n is the number of walls, K is a constant with units of dollars per square foot. I can write this as area. L is the length of each wall in feet, and H is the height of each wall in feet. So this is area of the wall. If the customer asks the painter to use a more expensive brand of paint, which of the following factors in the expression will change? Obviously, area of the wall and number of the wall is independent of the fee of the paint. So the only thing that can change is the K in here because it's related with the dollar per area. Next one. If 3r equals 18, what is the value of 6r plus 3? Divide both sides with 3. R equals 6. Substitute into this. 6 times 6 plus 3 equals 39. Which of the following is equal to a to the 2 over 3 for all values of a? When we check the choices, we realize that all have contains root symbol. And we know that denominator of the power is related with the power. So we need a third degree root. These are from second degree, so these are not the answers. And we need a square in here since a to the 2 to the third root is equal to a to the 2 over 3. So we need a square in here, so the answer is D. Fourth question. The number of states that joined the United States between 1776 and 1849 is twice the number of states that joined between these dates. So write down is twice of the states joined. So this is twice of k, right? K is a random number. And additional information, between these states, X states joined. 30 states joined, and X states joined between these states. So a similar relation must hold. So when we divide 2, this gives k. So when we divide 2, this must be 15, right? So let's check the choices. Substitute 15, no. Substitute 15, yes. Substitute 15, no. And no. The result is B. Next question. Let's multiply right hand side and left hand side with x. 5 equals 15, x plus x is 20. Let's multiply with x plus 20, x plus 20. This will cancel out. 5x plus 100 equals 15x. 100 equals 10x. So x is 10. Next question. If x and y is a solution to the system of equations above, what is the value of x and y? X minus y. Okay, let's find x and y separately. Multiply this thing with 3, this thing with 2. So 6x minus 9y equals minus 42. 6x minus 4y equals minus 12. Let's subtract them. Minus 5y equals minus 30. So y is 6. Let's substitute it into here. 3x minus 12 is minus 6. 3x equals 6. X is 2. So x minus y is 2 minus 6 equals minus 4. Next question. The function f is defined by a polynomial. Some values of x and f of x are shown in the table above. Which of the following must be a factor of f of x? In this question, let's comment on this before starting. F of 0 equals 3. F of 2 equals 1. F of 4 is 0. F of 5 is minus 2, right? So let's investigate the choices. They are all in the form of x minus k, right? So it states that x minus k is a factor of f of x. What does it mean actually is the following. F of x is equal to x minus k, blah, blah, blah. So how can we sure about this equation holds? By using only this information. The only thing that comes into my mind is this thing, because when we sure about x minus k is 0, so we can sure about f of x is 0, right? So at x equals 4, f of 4 equals 0 equals these things, 4 minus k, blah, blah, blah. So k must be 4, right? Because if this thing is 0, we do not have to worry about this part at all. So k is 4, so at first we write this as answer, so answer is x minus 4. The line y equals kx plus 4, where k is a constant, is graphed in the xy plane. If the line contains the points c, d, and these are non-zero values, what is the slope of the line in terms of c and d? You should know that in this type of equations, k is the slope of the line, but you should be careful about the coefficient of y must be 1 to say k is the slope of this equation. And we know that this satisfies the equation, right? So write it down. D equals kc plus 4. So we said that k is the slope, so d minus 4 over c equals k, and this is the slope. Next question. In the system of equations above, k is a constant and x and y are variables. For what value of k will the system of equations have no solution? This seems like complicated. Why? Let's get rid of the y term to have a well understanding about behavior of k. You will understand what I mean. Let's multiply 5 over 3. 5k over 3x minus 5y equals 20 over 3. 4x minus 5y equals 7. Let's subtract them from each other. 5k over 3 minus 4x equals minus 1 over 3, right? If you check it down, you will see that this equation will have no solution if this part is 0, because this is 0 and this is minus 1 over 3, so it doesn't make any sense. so the equation will have no solution. So let's equate this thing to 0. 12 equals 5k, so k is 12 over 5. Let's continue. In the xy plane, the parabola with equation this intersects the line with equation y equals 25 at 2 points. Okay, let's try to understand the behavior of the parabola first. When I check this equation, I realize that y must be positive because there is a square in here. So the minimum value, non-negative, because when x equals 11, y equals 0, and the minimum value of the y is 0, right? When is this minimum occurs? When x equals 11, y is 0, and it is the minimum of the parabola. So x, y, x is 11, right? So let's investigate the behavior. When x is increasing in the positive x direction, y is increasing with power of 2. So, this is the same behavior when x is going in the negative x direction, right? This is the shape of a parabola. And let's draw the y equals 25. Y equals 25. And it's called interception points A and B, right? A, B. How should we find these? If you check these points are both satisfied by this equation and this equation. So if we equate these equations, we will find the result, right? 25 equals x minus 11 squared. So when we take square root of both sides, we will obtain 5 equals absolute value of x minus 11. So one solution is 16, one solution is, 6, right? Yes. So distance between 6 and 16 is 10. Let's continue. Okay, in the figure above, lines K, L, M intersect at a point, and the question gives x plus y equals u plus w. Which of the following must be true? So from the figure, I can say that x equals t, right? Because they have the same angle, right? Because the same lines create these angles. X equals t. Oops. Similarly, I can write w equals z and u equals y. So by using this equation, I will make comments about these options, right? First option, x equals z. So let's try it. Oops, sorry. X equals z, right? X plus y equals u plus w. This is this thing. So let's write z in this w. It turns out x plus y equals u plus z. So to be able to obtain x equals z, y must be equals u, right? And indeed, from the graph, I obtained this information. So the first option is correct. Let's check the second one, but first get rid of them. Okay. X plus y equals u plus w. So y and w is here. So is x equals u? Let's check it. X equals t and u is y. I do not have any information like that. So I cannot be sure about this. Let's check the third option. Z equals 3t. X plus y, the first thing again, u plus w, right? Write t instead of x, t plus w equals, I need z in here, write z in w, u plus z. Z equals t. So if u equals y, this equation will hold, and indeed this is given in the graph again, so this is correct too. The answer is B. In the quadratic equation above, a is a non-zero constant. The graph of the equation in the xy plane is a parabola with vertex CD. Which of the following is equal to D? Okay, let's draw x and y plane again and try to understand the behavior of the parabola. I can see that when x equals to 0, y is x equals to 2, y is 0, right? X, y, 2. And when x equals minus 4, again, the parabola is 0. So we know that parabola is a symmetric shape, right? So this parabola will either have this shape from this symmetry or the opposites with this symmetry again. So I know that the vertex is on this line, right? The middle of these things, which is x equals minus 1. So the x component is c, which is minus 1. Okay, let's write the equation. We know that CD satisfies this, right? So D equals a c minus 2 c plus 4. So I have just found c is equals to minus 1, so D equals a times minus 3 and 3. So D equals minus 9a, which is a. The equation blah blah equals blah blah is true for all values of x is not equal to 2 over a, where a is a constant. What is the value of a? Okay, I see that the denominators are same in here and in here. So why not this thing would have the same denominator, right? That would be nice. Why? I can write them in a common denominator, and so numerators should have same. Why? Because the question told me that x is not equal to 2 over a, which is critical because if x would be 2a, a times 2 over a minus 2 would be 0, and these things will blow up, and we couldn't solve the equation in that case, right? Oh, where is my eraser? Sorry. Ax minus 2, right? So this will turn out to be so when I do the thing that I have just mentioned, 24x squared plus 25x minus 47 equals minus 8a minus 3 ax minus 2 minus 53, right? I do not have to solve everything because I realize that did I miss anything? Oops, this is x, right? A is appearing at the second power of this equation, right? As this thing. And I realize that I know the coefficient of the second power, so they must be equal. Why? Because x squares and x's and constants must be all equal in between them. So 24 is equal to minus 8a, so a is minus 3. What are the solutions to 3x squared plus 12x plus 6 equals to 0? Okay. I'm sure you know the quadratic equations, right? X b minus b minus plus something something, right? And 2a. But I do not want to solve this thing by using that thing. I will use something else. I hope you will enjoy. Divide both sides with 3, x squared plus 4x plus 2 equals to 0, right? So why not write like this, right? This is 4x plus 4, right? So to hold this equation, I have to subtract 2. So these are the same and nothing has changed actually. So let's play with this a little bit. X plus 2 squared is equals to 2. Let's take squared both of them. X plus 2. Right. So we realize that this will hold for minus 2 plus square root of 2 or minus 2 minus square root of 2. So the solution is this, right? Okay, the last question of the no calculator part. The equation above shows how a temperature F measured in degrees Fahrenheit relates to a temperature C measured in degrees Celsius. Based on the equation, which of the following must be true? Okay. A temperature increase of 1 degree Fahrenheit. So if we increase 1 is equivalent to a temperature increase of 5/9 degrees Celsius. Yes, indeed, the one increment is 5/9 increment in C, yes. A temperature increase of 1 degree Celsius is equivalent to a temperature increase of 1.8. Let's check it by playing this equation. 9C over 5 plus 32 is equal to F, right? So 1 degree Celsius change will make a difference 9 over 5, which is equal to, and this is 1.8 degree, 8 degrees in Fahrenheit, yes. A temperature increase of 5/9 degree Fahrenheit is equivalent to a temperature increase of 1 degree Celsius. Let's try it. 5/9 times 5/9 is 25/81 something, and which is obviously not 1 degree Celsius, so the answer is D. And that is the end of the no calculator part, and I hope you enjoyed and learned something. Thanks a lot for watching my video. See you next time. Sorry guys, I thought the no calculator part is over, but apparently we have 5 more questions. Let's continue. If x is greater than 0, what is one possible solution to the equation above? I can easily divide both sides with x because I'm sure x is greater than 0. If x would be 0, I could not do this because I do not want to divide something to 0. It would be a confusion. Okay, let's divide and write. X squared plus minus 5 equals minus 4. And x to the 4 minus 5x squared plus 4 equals 0, right? So let's make this substitution. X squared equals a. So equation becomes a squared minus 5a plus 4 equals 0. So I can write this as a minus 4 times a minus 1, right? Let me check. That's right. Okay, that's correct. So a is either 4 or 1. So x squared is 4 or x squared is 1. So be careful. I accept only positive solutions. So x might be 2 or x might be 1. Let's check it so we can understand did we did any mistake. When x is 2, 8 times minus 1 equals minus 8. This satisfies the other one, probably true. So one possible solution, you can either write 2 or 1 as solution. Next question. If 7 divided by 9x minus 4 over 9x equals 1 over 4 plus 5 over 12, what is the value of x? Okay, let's write them in common denominator. 7x minus 4x divided by 9 equals, let's multiply by 3 over 12. So 3x over 9 equals 8 over 12, and this is equals to 2 over 3. So let's ignore this. Multiply both by 3, 3. So 9x divided by 9 is x, and this is 2. So value of x is 2. Let's move on. Two isosceles triangles are shown above. If 180 minus z equals 2y and y equals 75, what is the value of x? So I have an equation which contains z, right? So let's write something contains this. I know that when this side is equal to this side, this angle is equal to this, right? So if I call this alpha, alpha equals 180 minus z divided by 2, right? So I know the value of 180 minus z. This is 2y, right? So 2y divided by 2 is y. So the alpha is actually y, right? So I know that alpha plus x is 180. So y is alpha. So y plus x is 180. and y is 75, so x is equal to 105 degrees. Yes. Next question. At a lunch stand, each hamburger has 50 more calories than each order of fries. Fry plus 50 more calories is hamburger. If 2 hamburgers and 3 orders of fries, 2 hamburger plus 3 fries has 1700 calories, how many calories does a hamburger have? Since I want to find hamburger, I want to substitute f in terms of h, so I will directly find h. So f is equal to h minus 50. When I write this, 2h plus 3h minus 150 equals this, 5 hamburgers, 1853. Let's divide it. So one hamburger has 370 calories. In triangle ABC, the measure of B is 90 degree. BC is 16, AC is 20. Let's draw it. B is right angle, A, B, C. BC is 16, AC is 20. The triangle DEF is similar to triangle ABC. What is similar means they have all the same angles, but side lengths might differ, where vertices D, E, and F correspond to vertices A, B, C, respectively. So this angle is same with A, this angle is same with B, this angle is same with C. Let's draw it. So E is here, C is here, and D is here. So each side of triangle DEF is 1/3 the length of the corresponding side of the triangle. So and each side of triangle DEF is 1/3 the length of the corresponding side of the triangle. So this is 20/3. This is 6. What is the value of sin f? Actually, I do not have to worry about these sides because sin f will not differ from triangle to triangle because it's just a ratio. So the f has the same value with c. So if I found the sine of c, this would equals to sine f. So sine c equals AB divided by 20 by Pythagoras theorem. This would be 12 because it's similar to 3, 4, 5 triangle. So sine C is 3/5. And this time it's actually the end of the no calculator part. See you next time.